Friends, family, subscribers to the YouTube channel Adventuring with the S.G.O.C.C. We have got something spectacular to introduce you to today. Tim, Cassie, and I have display boxes now to show off all our made jewelry and crafts that we have for sale through the channel. We'd like to show you everything. I'm going to hand off the camera to Tim. He's going to move in closer. You guys remember, there's Tim. Say hi, Tim. And y'all know that we are brothers, though we are not twins. An ongoing running joke. Anyways, there's Cassie in her new booty hat.
I don't know about a running joke, considering he doesn't walk well.
All
right, Cassie.
There's about 31 pieces here.
Oh, sweet. Now, some of this stuff, everything in this box that I'm showing you right now are stones that we've made videos of going out and rock hounding. And then we bring them home, cut them, polish them, shape them,
put bales on them. They're ready to wear.
Believe it or not, Uncle Jeff does 90% of this work. I'm more of the woodworking, leatherworking. Some of these stones, I can't remember the names, but these stones is, we did a video on Desert Adventures over in Sonoyta, and this is called selenite. And when I did that video on the 650-foot mine that I went and crawled through, this is some of that selenite that I recovered and brought back to the surface. One of the other stones is this pretty little blue one. I can't remember what that name is. Azurite. And then some jewelry, you can buy pre-made stones and beads. They're all stone beads.
Some of them are bracelet, necklace, and earring sets. We have a pendant and earring set that is selenite. Most of the stuff I've made is pendants, as I'm learning how to shape and polish.
This one here, this is going to be our selenite earring and pendant set. And then we have other earrings that we one of the storage auctions I was doing, we found a lot of loose stones, and we made necklaces and earrings. Some of them were already made. And then there's another one of those stones, if I remember correctly. I think this one has a little gold in it. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it does. There's several pendants that have gold in them at just a natural course of geology. And they're just beautiful. I think they're wonderful.
And we've been looking for some display cases for a while at a reasonable price. I was able to pick these up off of Facebook Marketplace here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
So from now on, when we do street fairs and craft fairs, we'll look a whole lot more professional by having actual walking display cases.
Yeah, and I know how to make these now because I studied this one. So I'll probably have 2 or 3 more I'm in the process of making. And I'll have it, instead of felt like this is, I have leather I plan on doing. But it'll be a bit before that comes out. And then we'll also have some rough stones. For example, Cassie, please hand me that one that's sitting on the table.
I'm tying my shoe.
Oh, look, Cassie's learning to tie her shoe. She's 9 million years old and she's just now getting it.
No, I am not.
I agree.
Hurry up, grab that real quick, please. We're in the middle of a video. What are you doing?
Pause it.
No, I'm not pausing it. I'm going to tickle you if you don't get up and get it. See the power of torture. Right there, right there.
And this one?
Yes. This is one of the first stones that I ever found. And what makes this one incredibly interesting, because it's, here, I'm going to try to get some better light.
We use natural stones like this that we find. All I do is I clean them up. This one is super waxy already, so it's a good quality piece. But we use these like this is going to be somebody's desk piece. You know, you put it on the desk, and it's just a conversation piece of a natural geological piece that came from Cochise County.
Well, what makes this incredibly different than most of the stones, it's rare in the Huachuca Mountains to find it the red crystals. It's not a ruby. I've already had a couple of people look at it, and I can't remember the name of it. But it's rare to find a piece that has the red coloring in the crystals, because most of our crystals that you've seen on the show where we're rock hounding, and I don't know if we've got any close at hand. I can take you into Jeff's workroom. Would look more, the quartz would look more like this, whereas this is a red quartz, which is incredibly rare to find. And that's why it was one of the first ones I ever found with Cassie.
Here's some pieces we're working on. This dark colored blue we're calling the Tear of Madagascar, and it's either going to be baled in that fashion or that fashion. This one we're calling the Blue Mountains, because the top, it just has a very mountainous look to it, and I'm going to put a bale on each end so that it hangs just like this with two bales. This is a crystal, and I showed a picture of a whole bunch of them that we found. We found just a pile of crystals like this that came out of the ground just faceted just like this. They're just absolutely extraordinary. We have some of this stuff. Now, what the criteria is for us is if a stone is waxy, then it's something that's of value. It can be turned into something. Here's a jasper that I found that I've got it in a almost finished curved triangle state. A couple of people have suggested that I dip here a little bit and turn it into a heart, which I may still do. It's just really beautiful. It's very gem quality smooth. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Here's a Celtic cross that I'm working on for a friend of mine back in California. It doesn't look like much now because I'm trying to balance the pieces. It's the first Celtic cross I've ever done, and I still have to take off. You can see how thick it is. I still have to take off a lot of the back with just regular flat sandpaper, and then I have to polish it up so it looks good. So this one's going to be a project that it's going to take a while because I'm very, very slowly shaping it. I don't want to overwhelm it and break it, because that's the thing with these stones. When you use a Dremel tool, they get very hot, so you have to throw some coolant on them. You got to have a cup or a dish and stick them in water, or have somebody nearby with a spray bottle. They're very susceptible to cracking and breaking, like the last cross that I did for Greg, and I apologize. I glued it back together, but the second cross, the smaller one, broke. And that's the danger that can happen. We've got a lot of stuff. There's a piece of rainbow obsidian over here. If we can find somebody with a saw big enough, or with experience with rainbow obsidian, we're gonna take this thing and bust it open. You can see, hopefully in the film, all these stripes. All these stripes carry color with them. They follow the stone all the way through here to the other side. The difficulty is breaking off a piece to preserve those lines, because those lines have blue, purple color in them, and you want to preserve that so that when you make something, a pendant, earrings, what have you, that you preserve those colors. It's not visible in the large piece here, but you can see all these lines are even and go right through the piece, all the way through it. So we want to preserve all those. A saw is the only way, and my saw is not big enough. And
Now,
Tim's saw isn't big enough.
now, one of the other things that we haven't really done any videos on is my woodworking things. These are some of the walking staves that I have gone out, foraged for, built, sanded down, painted. And when I find these, I rough sand it and finish sand all the way down to 5,000 grit. And then I stain them. They have various types of leather wrap. This one here that I'm trying to get full picture on, and this one here are both going to be turned into lighted crystal staves. They're a work in progress. This here was my first attempt at a wire wrap into a leather wrap. And then I tried my luck at dice cups. All handmade, sanded down, and this is the trunk of a yucca tree. And they're all different colors. It's a brownish gold, purple,
lightish blue, and then there's a white.
and then Cassie actually made these wands.
Yep.
That's okay, little one.
Sorry about that noise.
Now, Cassie picked the wood, sanded it down, added a couple of gemstones. This was her very first wand she ever made.
It still yet has to be decorated with gems because I forgot about it.
So it's not just the gems, the gemstones, the necklaces. We do a lot of creative things.
Yep.
The highlight of all of our found material, I can't say where it is because there's more of it there, but we want to find out a value. We didn't know what it was when we found it. We do now. This is a rainbow aquamarine. It is a gem. It came out of the ground like this. I haven't touched it. I haven't polished it or anything. There's enough material here to make several pendants, rings, etc. I've been told by looking online and talking with some gem dealers in rough stones that this has quite a bit of value. But we, being very new to this sort of thing, don't know who to talk to, don't know where to take it. Probably we would have much more luck up in Tucson, which is only 70 miles away. But the reason I haven't done anything with this is because I don't want to destroy its value. We're very new to cutting and shaping. We're learning this as we go. You can see by the display cases that we already have a lot of material that we've made. There's been some mistakes. I've broken some pieces.
I've lost a couple of pieces.
We left some in a tumbler for too long. It turns out that selenite, and we have a lot more of it, selenite doesn't like water. So we would, I sold a selenite piece in the shape of a coffin, a little coffin. And I told the person, don't shower with it. And if you're going to go on a hike or something and sweat a lot, don't wear it. Wear it so that there's clothing in between you and your skin. And she loves the piece. We put it on a silver chain, it had a silver bail. So we try to, we're learning all about the colors that we're supposed to keep, like blue stones, like this tier of Madagascar that we did. This is not going to get a gold bail because gold doesn't go with blue. Silver does. So I'm going to glue a silver bail on it. The person that buys this stone will get the choice of having it like this or like this. It's still a tier, which is what we like. The edges are rough still, just the way it came from us, or to us. It's a beautiful piece. I don't know if you can see through it. I don't know if that comes across on camera very well.
No, not really.
But you can see through it.
It's kind of blurry.
It is agate. It's not jasper. Agate is beautiful because you can see through it. The Blue Mountains one, again, you can see through it. There's a white stream here, a copper one. It's just beautiful. The more you learn to work with agate, the more you like it. At least I do. Jasper's cool. You can shape it. You can do a lot of stuff to it, but it's not transparent. You can't see through that at all. That's jasper. It's got a little bit of copper in it. It's a beautiful piece, but you're never going to be able to see through it.
Now I'm going to take you.
Quartz is another thing. Quartz you can see all the way through. You can see my hand through it. And this one has still got some clear to it. Again, came right out of the ground like this, and we have a couple of secret spots that we go to find stuff like this. But if you put it through the tumbler just a little bit, then you still preserve all of the facets that come out of the ground, but you put a little roundness to it so it's not sharp. This one is already spoken for. It's going to be another wizard staff, or mage staff.
One of the ones we're working on.
What I'm going to do is I take the Dremel and I put just a little indentation here,
so the LED light,
so the LED light doesn't move around, and we power it with a 9-volt battery and a switch,
and it's all built into the staff,
and you turn it on with a switch. So that whole thing from Lord of the Rings, I think it was, where he says, "You shall not pass," and knocks the staff down the bottom. You click the button, boom, there you go.
Now we're gonna take a quick peek.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh yes, we will.
No.
This is Jeff's workroom, where we have many more stones and other things that we're working on. Kind of playing with the idea of doing crosses out of spent shells. A lot of other experimentation. We've got some petrified wood we're thinking about doing something with. This is actually petrified wood we found out recently. We have more stones we're all working on. This is it's not much, but this is kind of what we do. Recently got some new diamond bits here to help shape and polish stones. I think these are the actual diamond bits. We got our compounds. Just all kinds of stuff we're still doing. We're in my brother's house. So, and we do a lot of things. Have a lot of fun. This isn't everything we do. I mean,
We also do special orders. We did a special order of 2 crosses that I sent back to California, and they were special order. Same customer I'm doing the Celtic cross for, but it's a different stone, so it takes a little longer, plus it's my first Celtic shape. I'm not an artist. There's people out there that can take stone and knock out a turtle like that. That's not me.
Well, you kind of look like a turtle.
As I said, we are not twins.
Hey, you kind of look like a turtle? Yeah.
More like a bear.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
You got me pictured? Look, I'm a lowercase I. That's my shape.
Not funny either.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm a T.
Well, folks, this is a preview or a descriptive video showing all the crafts and things we do.
This has been a Fun Brothers production.
Thank
Isn't
you.
she cute?
Please
I love her.
subscribe, share to all your friends. We're trying to build up subscribers, and once we get to 200, we're going to have a contest, and we're going to do a giveaway.
Like and
Numbers away from subscriber number 200. Looking forward to doing something fantastic as a giveaway. So, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for all your support.
bye.
More to follow.
I switched it to me. That whole time it was me.
That's okay. It's my voice.
Anyways, I wanted to say thank you. And if anybody saw anything in the jewelry cases that caught your eye and you'd like to know more information, go ahead and
Just leave a comment on the video, and
Yeah.
we'll get back with you.
yeah, I'm sure there's a way you can DM us through YouTube or
Well, you can just leave a
something
comment.
like that.
Leave a comment with a phone number or a text or a message, email, whatever, and I'll get back to you.
Yep. And y'all have a wonderful evening. TTFN.